Today we're doing two WNBA player props here on PrizePicks for Friday, July 25th. Before we get started, you guys take a look in the description below of the video. Hop into the Discord. $9.30 per month, 31 cents per day. Currently doing a promo right now. For first-time members of the Discord, 20% off your first month with the link in the description below. Again, comes out to like $6 for the full first 30 days in the Discord. Again, that's where I post all the plays that I'm making on PrizePicks. We have the cappers in there as well. Overall, super positive community. Everyone in there just trying to help each other cash. Again, link in the description below for that. But I got two player props, 3-game WNBA slate today. These are actually really some good matchups on paper. The only game I'm looking at that could be a blowout was this Minnesota-Las Vegas, because obviously Minnesota at home and Las Vegas coming off second night of a back-to-back. But let's get into it. Two player props for this Friday, July 25th slate. The first play I'm looking at here is going to be a rebounds combo prop. Where are the rebounds combo? Rebounds combo. And I like Jonquel Jones plus Alyssa Thomas over 15 rebound combos. We look at this line, or this game, Phoenix, New York. Both these teams stacked with stars, I would say, or just players that have all-star appearances, international experience, etc. But I do like this matchup. We look at this game. I think it's got like a 6.5 point spread, 170 game total. First, Jonquel Jones is the first player I'll talk about. So she obviously was injured for a long period of time for a majority of the season. She missed, I don't know how many games. But if we look at the course of this season, she's over this 7.5 rebounds line in 7 of 10 games. Coming off that, injury, she played 22.5 minutes against Indiana. First game back and had 9 rebounds. Obviously, like when she's on the floor, she has a high rebound rate in general. So 7.5 for Jonquel Jones, and then Alyssa Thomas is sitting here at 7.5 as well. Obviously, both these players hit over 7.5. That's 16, and I do like the push potential at 15, obviously. But Alyssa Thomas, I like this matchup. She's had games of 15 and 9 so far this season against the New York Liberty, and over her last 10 games, she's over in 5 of her last 10, coming off 11 rebounds here against Atlanta. She's obviously going to play a ton of minutes, have a ton of usage overall, and I do think Jonquel Jones playing helps her as well, because Jonquel Jones, really dominates the ball in the post, which, again, if she misses any shots and floaters, I don't think Alyssa Thomas will be guarding Jonquel Jones. So, again, it just helps Alyssa Thomas with those rebounding opportunities. And, again, these two teams have faced each other twice this season. They faced each other back here. I think this is the game where Jonquel Jones got hurt. But in that game, Alyssa Thomas had 15 rebounds in 27 minutes, and Jonquel Jones had 4 rebounds in only 9 minutes. So they finished with 19 rebound combos, and they finished with a combined less than 40 minutes played, and they finished with 19 rebound combos. And then the other game they played, no Jonquel Jones in this one. We did see the other backup bigs have 6 rebounds and 5 rebounds. Here, the backup bigs played for New York. And then in that game, Alyssa Thomas had 9 rebounds. But it's a good matchup for both players. Since July 1st, really over the last 7 games or so, the Phoenix Mercury are allowing the most rebounds to opponents. And then the New York Liberty down here allowing the 6th most rebounds to opponents. So, again, both these teams kind of leaking rebounds to opponents. We look at other bigs versus the Liberty. Rebounds, right? 7-7, 7-9, 5 and 6 here. Aaliyah Boston 12, Brittany Griner 10. So it's a great spot for Alyssa Thomas, and obviously it's a great spot for Jonquel Jones, which is why I like the combo lines in which should be a very competitive matchup in this one. So this is the first play. Second one here, I am going against my not morals, but just I banned Arike earlier this season because of a game she had. I think we took her on Twitter. Again, follow me on Twitter, by the way, at ToughPicks. But I have to go back to her here. This might be the last time I ever take her in her lines, just given the season she's had. I do really think she's a talented player, honestly, but she's had a very frustrating season. I think it's been hard for her to kind of adapt to playing with Paige Beckers. But we see this matchup, Dallas versus Golden State. I'm expecting this to be the most competitive game on the slate. What's key for me here is, one, Kayla Thornton is out for Golden State, and she's their best defender. She kind of is the leader of the team defensively. She's out for this one. So it's definitely going to give Golden State's defense a pretty big hit here. And we talk about Arike on the season. She's over in 8 of 20 when she plays on the road. She's over in 5 of 10. And actually her best games this season, or some of her best games at least, have come on the road. 3 of her top 4 games have come on the road, fantasy-wise. But she had 45 fantasy points earlier this season versus Golden State. 19, 5, 6, 3 and 1 turnover, 7 for 19 from the field, which is elite shot volume. I mean, if she sees 19 field goal attempts in this one, this is a very low line fantasy score wise for her. But I like this spot for a few reasons, just given the matchup. We look at here, we know Golden State is elite at stopping the scoring in the paint. They allow the fewest points in the paint in the WNBA, the fewest, okay? Which bodes well for Arike because, again, she's on the as far as the Dallas Wings go, she's near the bottom on the team as far as percentage of her points that are scored in the paint. And then we look at Golden State. They do allow in this 20 to 24 shot selection range, they allow the second most field goal attempts in that range. 18.1 field goal attempts per game in that range, which is just a ton of volume in that 20 to 24 feet range. And then we look at Arike compared to in the entire WNBA, she takes I think this is what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8th most field goal attempts in that kind of range, right? But given the matchup that she's had against them, obviously this season, one of her best games, 45 fantasy. And again, even going back to like last season, like Arike was over this line in 34 of 38 games, averaging 39.9 fantasy. Like, it is just a low line still for a player with this talent and seeing this type of shot volume, right? I mean, the shot volume has been down, but she is able to impact the game in other ways. I mean, she just had on the road at Seattle 23, 3 and 1, 29.1 fantasy points, again on 12 shots in 31 minutes, kind of a blowout. But I do like this spot for Arike. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about these two plays. Again, this is Outlier, by the way. I didn't mention it. Outlier, link in the description below. 7-day free trial elite research betting tool. But please drop a like, you guys. Hit the subscribe button. And as always, let's cash.